Okay, everybody, I just wanted to show you the results of our experiment. It's unfortunate we weren't able to meet this week because you guys could have seen this in person. But I'm going to do a little recording of what the results were. Maybe should have put on my gloves before doing the recording. I'll try to make this short. I really don't want to edit the video, but at the same time, I spend too much time trying to pick gloves. Sorry about that. All right. So over here we've got the samples that were digested with the hydrochloric acid in the pepsin solution. Again, that's basically stomach acid. And then over here we just put them in water. Okay. So what I'm going to do, and I'm also going to be cleaning these out. Man, I wish I had something to cover my nose because I feel like this is going to get stinky real fast. All right, let's do this. Maybe I'll move these over to the side so I can have more room. Okay. Here's a sample of fish that's just been in water. Okay. The water is still very clear. There's little particles in it. The fish is, I'm holding my breath as I'm doing this. I don't even want to know what it smells like. It still feels like fish. Like there's nothing weird about it. I mean, it feels like it's maybe been rotting in water for a weekend, but that's about it. Let's see. Ugh. These out. All right. Now let's compare. Oh, not fun. Let's compare it to the fish that was in the hydrochloric acid. So, oh my gosh, it's totally different. That's the first thing to point out is that it's like fallen apart. Like if I swirl this even the slightest bit, it all falls apart. Like it looked very similar at first. Oh my god. Oh, I accidentally smelled that. Oh. Oh my god, it is mush. I wasn't even expecting that one to digest that well. Oh my god. I need to open a window. Hold on, I'm gonna take a break to open a window. Oh my god. I was not expecting it to be this gross. Ugh. Man, I really hope nobody comes in while I'm doing this. Okay. So that was the fish. Now let's do the beans. Now, if you remember, I did have like part of my prediction was that the beans were going to get bigger in the water. And I think they did a little bit, although it's not as pronounced as I was hoping it would be. So this is just the beans in the water, and they just feel like beans. Yeah, there's nothing too special about that. Ugh. Man, even these smell bad. Ugh. In hindsight, it was probably a good thing that you guys weren't here for this today because this is not fun. Oh. Oh. All right, now beans in hydrochloric acid. I have to keep on remembering to like actually put it in front of the camera. Okay, so in hydrochloric acid, the beans feel very similar. They're maybe a little bit more tender. Actually, it's just like the casings for the beans that are tender. The inside of the beans are falling apart. I don't know if you guys see that. It's like powder inside. Ugh. Not the other one. Oh man, I can't believe I have to wash all of this stuff. All right, and here's kind of the grand finale, which is the ground beef. This is the one that I was most excited to see how it go. It's also the might smell the worst. So this is just the ground beef in water. It is growing mold on top of the water, which isn't too surprising. And it's just, I mean, it's just chunky meat in the water. That's what it is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's do it. Oh boy. At first, I was like, maybe I should smell these for all of you guys, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. Sorry. I'm sure it would be more entertaining to see me smell it. Okay. Chunky meat versus how is it in the hydrochloric acid? Oh my gosh, it's like exactly like the fish in that I could mix this just with a little bit. It's all dissolving. It's all dissolved. There was, one of the predictions I made was that there would be a loss of color and that the water would become more opaque in the two. So I'll leave it to you guys. So on the left, or this one over here, is the one in water, and this one over here is the one. Oh my gosh, I have to breathe. If I'm going to be talking, I have to breathe through my nose, though. Oh my god. Why did I do this to myself? So water and hydrochloric acid. Um, in terms of the clarity of the water, they're very similar. The hydrochloric acid one, actually, the water is more clear, whereas the one that's not in hydrochloric acid, it might be because of the mold that was growing on it, but the water is a little bit more yellowish. The meat is kind of like pinker in here, and it's browner in the hydrochloric acid. Gotta put those down before I spill them all over my computer. Anyway, oh, no! Why did I do this to myself? All right, guys. That is the results of our little experiment. What we saw is that yes, you can take those hydrochloric acid pepsin tablets, and indeed, stink up a room. No, indeed, digest proteins. Like even the beans, like the inside of them digested very well. It's just the kind of the coating over it, which is, I guess, it's probably made of like waxy substance, so that wouldn't digest that well. But the fish and the beef digested very well. It was just, you could tell that it was like the fat that wasn't being digested, which makes sense because pepsin is a proteolytic enzyme, so it breaks down proteins, not fats. Anyway, that is it for today. I'm gonna dump out the rest of these and hate myself a little bit more once I figure out how to stop the recording. There we go.